Welcome to round 2 of Decks Built Quick Week 4. We are back.
Yeah, Cody lost game number 1.
Yeah.
Walter won game number 1. They're getting ready to reveal their MCs, who it's going to be. Just judging from the fact there are 4 sleeves there, I kind of think Walter's brought Green Goblin to this matchup.
I would hope.
Which, I actually kind of like Walter's Green Goblin deck.
I am a fan of Walter's Green Goblin deck.
It's got Crossbones in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Crossbones is going to be bonkers in this. So it's going to be Green Goblin versus Venom.
But Cody brought Venom, and the interesting thing about Venoms in this format, Venom is just a Venom deck.
Yeah, it's the same deck that you would normally build Venom, except for all of the... You get to play Not Finished Yet.
And Not Finished Yet is going to really come in handy here.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to, really... does Walter find the Crossbones early? Mm-hmm. And if he does, can Cody deal with it?
Yeah.
I really think that's what this game comes down to. If Cody can't deal with it, we're going to Walter.
Yeah.
That's just
be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a play around level up condition because Goblin still has to get 6, and that's a lot.
True.
But if he can play around his level up condition, Cody shouldn't have a problem.
Does Venom have the Carnage? He's thinking about it. He's at least pretending like it. And there is the what's her name? Naja. Sure.
Is it Spanish?
I don't know. Maybe it is Espanol.
I feel like it's Naja.
So he's got the sideways Naja on turn 1, making her 3/3 with Ferocious. Correct?
Yes. She's also got Flight. And that is a Carnage.
Carnage on turn number 1.
Oh.
Paying the yellow to stun the... Oh. No, it takes a card out of the hand, right?
Sadistic Choice. That is not the card he wanted taken out of the hand.
No.
That is a defensive card for Naja.
Yeah. So, I mean... Looks like it's going to... Well, I guess Walter's still thinking about if he wants to make any attacks going into this Naja. But, I mean, the Naja just stuns... Green Goblin back, doesn't it?
Naja's not big enough to stun Green Goblin.
Oh, he's a 3/4, not a 4/3.
He's
That's
a 2/4,
right.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah. So, an attack here is the same as just sending Carnage in.
Yeah.
It's just getting the XP.
Getting the XP and wounding the Naja.
Which is still the attack you make.
Yeah, and it gets the XP on Green Goblin. Maybe you're afraid of a Pain and Suffering coming out of Cody, or even Savage Prize, Shock to the System. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, there's so many things.
And gonna make the solo attack, not even the team attack. Doesn't want the +1/+1 counters on Carnage. And
Metal and Fire.
Metal and Fire.
It's a great card.
I don't understand why you don't team attack with Carnage there.
There's the pump. So
leaving her at 3/3. Just trading cards. And pass the turn. All right.
That is great turn 1 for Cody. That's exactly what you're looking for here.
You keep your 3/3 on the board. And there's a
Carnage. Get your own Carnage, and you start doing the Lord's work.
Is he going to team attack into, I guess, Green Goblin here?
Possibly. Personally, it's not a popular choice, but yeah.
Okay. Team attacking. This is better. I like this. Team attack into Carnage. Trade the Carnages most likely. No, because there's Ferocious. Yeah. And then maybe have a pump to be able to take care of the Green Goblin this turn.
If he had the pump, I feel like that would have been the first attack, because Goblin wouldn't have gotten XP.
Yeah, well, technically, they didn't put the XP on Goblin anyway, although he should have XP, and I don't think that's a trigger you can miss. It's not a May ability. You get XP.
XP is not a trigger you can miss. Unless I'm mistaking Goblin only being enemies, but I'm pretty sure it's any stunned character gets Goblin XP.
There is not finished yet to take care of the Carnage.
Very nice. That is a very good use of that card.
Yeah, I like it.
Get rid of Carnage early, leave Goblin by himself.
And I happen to know that Cody's got the Panseas in his deck, or Panicias. So if
the sweetest tech of round 3.
If Walter's able to put a wound on this Carnage, he's got the stuff in his deck to take the wounds off and continue making his Carnage bigger and bigger. There is an Electro coming out.
That is a very good Electro.
For 2 XP on the Green Goblin. I actually like that play in this deck.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Real solid, although it's better if Cody doesn't... If his drops don't go higher than, 2 or 3, right? There's a second Metal and Fire to put...
That is foolhardy. I'm just going to say that right there.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can get blown out by that, right?
There's so many ways to get blown out. It's pulling another Metal and Fire out. And Cody is showing 2 Fisk Towers. Cody is taking the +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
Like,
is he going to pay for the +1/+1 counters?
apparently not. Is he just going
No,
to
we're just
neglect it?
okay. There we go.
You definitely do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is 100% going to take that because that's XP for Venom.
Makes him bigger. Makes him able to stun Green Goblin.
Yeah, like it was an attack that did not need to happen. I feel like Metal and Fire is much better on the defense.
Yeah.
Than it is on the offense.
Especially like if you get somebody they're trying to team attack into, and this is a team attacking format, you can blow somebody out with a Metal and Fire. Whereas on the attack, Metal and Fire is only ever going to put 1 XP on you.
So we got Dinosaur making Venom a 6/6 now.
And Carnage into Electro, getting bigger. Just ramping up. So there's 3 XP on our Venom now? 2. Or there should be?
There are only 2. He only gets 1 per
That's right.
Rather than per each.
Well, Cody seems to be in control of this game early, but granted, it is early. Walter is playing villain, so you'd assume we're getting to Thanos at some point.
Hopefully. There's no reason to not.
There's a Frank McGee.
Frank McGee is a great it's a great card in this deck.
Is it?
It is because it's a stun. A daze is still a stun.
True. Gets rid of the
it's XP and it gets to lower Venom. Venom does not have symbiosis at level 1.
Okay.
So he will take 3 counters off of Venom. Venom will still pay to get the 2 more, become a 5/5 and gain 1 more XP.
Yeah.
But you're netting 1 +1/+1 counter.
I don't know. When I was thinking about it, I was thinking about going into Carnage, which you just daze him and you make him bigger.
Yeah,
that's not good at all. Mm-mm. That seems really bad.
But it is another XP.
My question is, does Walter have the stuff to be able to take out the Carnage this turn? Because if he does not, he's going to be facing some problems next turn. The Dinosaur can... he's probably flying over into the Dinosaur. That makes sense. I was about to say the Dinosaur can fly over and stun Frank McGee, but, you know.
It happens.
Yeah. Also interesting that we didn't cryogenesis or whatever, Terragenesis Frank McGee. Because you didn't attack with him.
No.
So...
I think he just forgets that that's a thing that he can do.
Maybe. There's another XP for Venom. He's 5/5 once again. And I'm assuming Frank McGee is leaving the board this turn.
He's a 6/6 once again.
And there's Dinosaur, which is a little awkward to underdrop that on your turn 4, which we didn't play a resource on turn 4 either. There's the Dinosaur into Frank McGee.
That is an illegal attack.
Yep.
Green Goblin definitely has flight.
What?
But I guess we're just going to let it happen.
Okay. Just we're not paying attention to the rules over there on the play table.
We got the commissioner of the league just sitting there.
And yeah, there's the stun on Frank McGee. Call for Venom to level him up. And he'll be big enough to stun Green Goblin, I believe. Probably a team attack here into Green Goblin. No, not the team attack. I would have gone with the team attack.
Well, it depends on if Goblin is big enough to stun back Carnage.
I guess
Carnage is on 1 wound.
But that puts Venom way ahead in the wound count, as Green Goblin only has 3 left. Venom's got 5 left, so...
My goodness. It would not have changed that turn too terribly much if he had just played it the correct way. Except Green Goblin would not have leveled.
Right.
And that's important.
I agree with you. Then you would have been able to make the safe... You could have made the safe team attack with Carnage and Venom into Green Goblin as another Electro comes down, along with a Rhino, which Cody does not have the yellow for. Does Walter have the blue for Electro, is the question.
No, that is a training ground.
Yep. Although he can make the team attack with Frank McGee and Electro into Carnage, and I believe Carnage is a 4/4 right now. I'm not 100% sure. Walter really thinking hard on what he wants to do, though. I mean, if you're running Crime Lords, like he's got the Rhino there, this is the Mr. Hyde turn, isn't it? Like that's what you really want.
That's what you really want.
But obviously we missed that, and Cody missed it on his turn 4 as well, so...
Yeah. And Cody is definitely running Mr. Hydes. I know that.
Yeah, I remember seeing Mr. Hydes in his deck.
Walter shuffling through his cards. It looks like we're going to have a...
moving him.
Rhino cannot make his first attack.
Yeah, moving him to the back so he cannot be neither angry nor stupid. Interesting we got Frank McGee up front then. Because you don't have to move Frank McGee up front. You can just leave him in the back there as well. It takes away the ranged attackers you could have had going into Carnage, too. So interesting choices here.
I think Walter must have some tricks in order to...
He at least thinks he does, doesn't he?
I mean... Venom is, I believe, a 9/9 right now, so he's
Yeah,
difficult to deal with.
He needs to have tricks. You know what would have been really interesting, because you have the Inhumans in this deck, if you had the Emerge from the Cocoon. There's a Fair and Balance coming out to put a +1/+1 counter on Electro and a -1/-1 on Venom, bringing back down to 6/6.
All the more reason Frank McGee should be in the back row.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I honestly do not understand the logic behind having Frank McGee up front. And that's, well, I guess you didn't even need to play the Rhino here to trigger the Fair and Balance. I don't know. Maybe, I can understand just playing Rhino and putting him on the back row. He's still a 5/3 that needs to be dealt with, but if you were just not going to do anything with him this turn, you could have just held him in your hand, too. And save him for a board that he makes more sense on.
Unless he's the only character in your hand and you're trying to regain board control. But even then, this is not a situation where you need that.
You're already in board control with what you have on the board. Solo attack Electro into a Pain and Suffering.
There you go.
And Play Dead to make Carnage bigger and negate the attack. A Think Again that does stuff.
It does a few things.
And there's a big attack into Venom to put a second wound onto him. He's
going to use Symbiosis here.
A level 3... No, a level 2 Green Goblin.
Oh.
Got stunned back. He didn't level off the stun. Which is really bad. If he got stunned back, shouldn't he have 4 wounds on him? He was at 3 before. Was he at 2 before or at 3 before?
I think he was at 2 before.
Okay. It's not as bad.
It's been sort of a slow rolly game.
Yeah. Although getting to that level 3 will give him an extra wound that he desperately needs right now.
It'll also give him Goblin's game.
There is a Panacea to heal the wound off Carnage.
My favorite.
We knew it was in the deck. He managed to rip it. That's fantastic. And does he have another character to play? He certainly has the resources for it. I believe he's got 4 out on the board right now.
I'm hoping that the card we see right now is not Cody's last card in hand.
I think he's got at least 1 more in his hand.
Because
that
Walter is desperately close to Goblin's game.
Yeah. Getting into Frank McGee, taking him out. Then I assume we're gonna get into.
I think that is Cody's only card.
He needs to save. Oh, he's playing it.
He is playing.
Fair and Balancing. Balancing?
Balancing, I believe. Yes.
So if Walter levels this next turn, he can just win the game.
Where he shouldn't have leveled.
Like if you there was an attack we made earlier on that caused Walter to get an extra XP where he shouldn't have had it.
However, I think Carnage might be too big for Rhino now, which would be good.
Yes.
And in order to use Goblin Game, he does have to stun down his whole board.
But
or empty hand. No, he's got empty hand. He just needs to stun.
Yeah. Fly over, kill that, win the game with Goblin. That's it.
That's it. That's game 2.
Walter 2-0s.
There it is.
We get the first sweep.
Yeah, first sweep.
Wow.
Although it happened on nefarious terms. I'm not entirely okay with that.
Once again, Walter doesn't shuffle his deck. Also, man, Cody made some play mistakes there that really cost him. Just a few. Giving that 1 extra XP to Green Goblin really, basically lost him the game.
Yeah. It's been great. We will see you for an after credits interview.
I believe we got an interview with the commissioner and our unfortunate champion this week, Walter. So let's head down to that.
All right.
We're here with week 4 Dex Built Quick winner, Wally. Wally, how you feeling?
Pretty bittersweet.
All right.
The other week against Snickenhoff, I failed America, so I had to come back and do it this week. Went 2-0. But there were some things that happened in Game 2 that cannot be changed. Yeah.
So, you got the Goblins game off. That's a new player's dream, right? That's a sweet ability. So
that was the total end game for playing Goblin, because I'm not winning any other way.
Okay. So, is there anyone you want to dedicate these games to?
My Familia, the troops, America, especially for America, all of it.
All right, America. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us this week. We will see you next week when we change up a little bit. We're switching to a new night, and I don't think that's going to affect posting, but it's going to change our player base up a little bit, so it'll be exciting to see some new faces.